I've just had a catch up with Frey, who's up here looking after everybody. And now Tamara and myself and Bailey, we're going to head off down south to go look at some static caravans, one of which we think is going to be absolutely perfect, but we just don't know whether it's going to be able to get up around our roads. And unfortunately, we won't find that out until next week when the transporters come and take a look. Essential bit of car maintenance before we go, bit of screen wash, oil.
Yes.
So hopefully there won't be any problems with the car on the way down. Look, we've got Bean with us in the back and we had to do the essential. I'm sorry, but we are slightly addicted to Costa's.
Slightly?
Yeah. So a nice coconut latte. Tamara's got her Americano. Bailey's got his chocolate fudge brownie frappe. And of course, we have blueberry muffins too.
All very unhealthy.
I know, but it's our little sweet treat.
Yes, it is. And I don't normally drink caffeine, but I am as I'm driving today, so...
Yeah, so Tamara's doing the 5.5 hour drive down. She doesn't like me driving. I don't know why. There's nothing wrong with my driving.
I enjoy driving. I've always enjoyed driving.
As Bailey said, it's the control freak in her.
That
But of course,
well.
while we stop for Costa, just doing some essential messaging.
Yeah.
While I can't show you because it's on my phone, I'm doing editing of the next video going up on YouTube. We're still on the road, but only an hour and 5 minutes to go. But we need another pee break, don't we?
We do.
Bailey looks really excited back there. He's been playing games on his phone. Tamara's been listening to podcasts.
How do you know Bailey's been playing games on his phone? He could have been looking at anything.
He could, but no. Look, he can't even hear because he's got his AirPods in. And I've spent the last 4 hours editing the latest YouTube video, which, you know, sometimes I don't think of the time that it takes to do that.
But it does highlight the fact that it literally takes hours to do, doesn't it?
It really does. So sometimes they'll be more basic than others, but this one I'm about to upload, once it's exported from my editing software, has a little bit extra in it just because I put in more extra pictures, so it takes quite a while to find all of those, because like most people in life, we're not very good at filing all our pictures, and of course, as you can imagine, we have thousands and thousands of them. I've got over 55,000 on my phone, although I did lose a couple of thousand of them when my phone had the meltdown this week. I'll leave it there. Anyway, we're getting there, and we'll bring you more once we're there. Well, it's pretty much rained all the way down here, but we're close to Taunton now. And everyone always says that the Lake District is wet, but clearly we're not alone. And this is where we've driven all this way to. Caravantastic. Static Caravan and Lodge Supercentre. Let's hope it is a supercentre and that this one that we've seen is perfect and we can get it to the farm. So while we wait for Courtney to be available to show us, we're just going to have a little wander around and have a look at a few from the outside. I suspect the majority are 2-bedroom, but the main one we've come to look at is a 3-bedroom. So the one we currently have is 36 foot long by 12 foot wide, and the one that we've come down here to see is 41 foot long and 14 foot wide. So that's the issue, because we don't know whether we're going to be able to get it onto the farm. But it might seem like a really silly thing to do, to come all this way down here to see it when we don't know that we can get it into the farm yet. But they do have 3 others that we can look at while we're here.
Yes, and also the point of this particular one is that it has everything on our checklist that we ideally need.
I think primarily it's got the space so that if we do have a number of people living in there, that they've got space around them and they've got everything that they need in terms of facilities. Now, the other thing about coming all the way down here, this is where I always find it quite interesting, the way that the universe works, because yes, it's a long way to come, but there is another bonus about travelling all the way down to the south of England, and you'll hear about that a little bit later in this video. We've wandered round the whole place, but Bailey's actually found the one that we've come to look at.
I found it the moment we walked in, but I didn't know we were looking for it.
Yeah, so it does say sold on it already, but that's because we have had to put a deposit down on it just to secure it. We've been given access, and yeah, we've only just walked in through the door, but it just feels right. You know when something just feels right.
No.
Do you not?
This is a new dishwasher.
There's a dishwasher. I know. A lot of static caravans don't have dishwashers. They don't have washing machines, and one of the difficulties is being at the top end of the farm, is having to transport clothes from there down to Mum's cottage or the house if there's no one in there. We can't wash them in the horses' barn. We can't use the same washing machine as the horses because, you know, it's obviously not going to get them as clean. And as much as we can cope without having a washing machine and working in that way, in the long run, if we've got volunteers or somebody who's working for us living in a static on site, then it's better if we can give them as many facilities as we possibly can. So, storage areas, place to put a TV, not that we ever really watch TV, bit of Netflix every now and again.
I have to say, this is the ultimate luxury compared to what we're used to. This has double glazing, we don't have double glazing. It has central heating. We don't have central heating. No, our existing caravan does have insulation. It's an inch thick polystyrene sheeting. But yeah, this feels like a home.
Are we feeling at home? Yeah? No, comfy. We just need to kind of shrink it a little bit so that it can get round the lanes.
Helicopter.
We're not going to put it in by helicopter. So yeah, we just need to know that the transporters can get it here. So I hadn't actually been aware of this, but there are sliding doors here. So again, you know, whether it's us living in here or people in the future, this gives that privacy. It gives that opportunity for if somebody wants their own space, whether they go in their room, if somebody wants to sit in there watching the telly while somebody else is in here doing some work or cooking.
It gives that privacy that people appreciate.
Yeah. One of the other things that we were looking at was having a large enough fridge freezer, which this has. So it also has the washer dryer in the bottom there. What in an ideal world we'd want is somewhere to put boots, because obviously, you know, mucky stinky boots inside need somewhere to go, but it might be that we could move this table around or maybe even get like a little porch outside where things can stay dry. So this is one of the twin rooms that either myself or Tamara will have. But what were you saying about the beds?
So these are small singles, which are basically narrower than a standard single. So we take one of these out and put a proper size single in. So you would have the bed under the window because the mattress will come out a little bit more. I think it's 2 or 3 inches. And so, yeah, and then I'd have my chest of drawers there and...
Yeah, because storage was an important factor as well. You know, that there was good cupboard space and wardrobe space. You know, it's not a problem if you're only staying in it for a week or two, but
When you're staying in it for months.
yeah. And into the other twin. Yep. Oh, it's always a squish with the doors. Oh, I want to go in there and have a look. Okay, so yeah, exactly the same. So the idea is that Tamara and I have one of the twins each, and this, I was going to say this spoilt young man, but for me, one of the biggest concerns about being in a static is this one is a teenager, and he does need space for a desk to do his schoolwork, and we're also going to use it as a bribery tool.
Yeah, no, I had to do housework.
Yeah, so if we do get this and you have the double ensuite,
See, this is what excites me, is I've never been a fan of sharing a bathroom with anybody. And having
Right, that was
shared
recently, that's
for the
what
last 7.5, nearly 8 years, a bathroom with Bailey, peeing on the toilet,
What? No!
clothes
You're
on
not
the
including.
floor
Okay, you're not
everywhere.
including this. You're not including
oh, I am. You're a
Clothes on the
teenager,
Okay, what if I
darling.
just start cursing?
Anybody who knows about, you know,
Sharing a bathroom with a teenage boy.
yeah. So Bailey knows that he only gets to keep this room with the ensuite if he learns to keep it clean and tidy and gets involved in housework or caravan static work to keep the place tidy. But you have lots of space for all of your,
Dresses.
yes, all your
beautiful
dresses, all your nice shoes. And we might actually look at putting a smaller bed in here so that we can get a desk in for you. Just, that's not just for your gaming, that's for your schoolwork.
You do realise that he's got way too many mirrors in here.
Oh, Bailey needs mirrors in your life, don't you, darling?
I do.
Yeah.
If you see here,
Not really
I think
many.
he's going to spend his life looking in the mirror down here and looking up here.
He
down,
will.
Up, down.
Yeah.
Why?
But, you know, we like a happy Bailey, don't we?
Yes.
And this is, you know, a luxury to have in a static. There's a bath, you know, and that's one of the things that we do miss.
I think I've just been
And
brought to
again,
tears.
and again, you know, good storage space in here. The one that we have at the moment just literally has a little rack that sits on the floor, and there's no storage space at all, is there?
No, none whatsoever.
So we would have to juggle things around in here a little bit, but that's fine. Tamara works up in the static because there's not enough room in our office.
No.
Plus you don't.
Plus it's cold and dirty.
Plus you'd have to share a toilet with everyone on the house.
Yeah, that's
exactly.
true. Yeah, can't have that, can we? So we'll look at, if we get this one, we'll look at having a desk put in the corner here.
The homemade desk.
And then she can overlook us in the arena. One of the things that's really nice about the static and the location is obviously the view. And this actually, unlike the one that we've got at the moment, has French doors that Tamara now can't open. But they did open a second ago.
Good
So
job
yeah,
figuring it out.
it's another selling point. It wasn't a deciding factor, but it is lovely to have. So Tamara always picks up on the important stuff like, you know, gas safety and electrical safety. And what was it that you'd noticed at the back?
That the gas portal at the back that you connect the gas bottles to, where they call them tails, where the tails come out and plug in to the gas, they're dated 2016, and by law they should be changed regularly. So to me that would indicate it's either not been serviced regularly, because if it had they'd have been changed, or I'm not sure what else, but that needs to be looked at, because they're the original ones and they'll leak gas. At the farm we've recently had all of ours changed because they were out of date.
Okay, so would that mean that we'd need a new boiler in here as well? Or?
No, I mean the boiler might still be okay. It looks original. It might still be okay, but it is 9 years old now. So it would need proper gas safety checks, which we'd have to do anyway.
Yeah, okay. So this is one of the 3 bedrooms as well. So this is exactly the same size as what we've got right now. This one, it actually feels quite spacious in here. More so than you would expect for something smaller. Obviously the kitchen area is smaller. There's not so much storage space. Just a fridge.
This is more communal living.
You know, the bathroom's a decent size compared to what we've got now. The shower doesn't necessarily look like it would be completely watertight. And the twins, you know, again, storage would be an issue with just that space there. You know, we could maybe get some cupboards put up here, but it seems strange that it doesn't have them already. So yeah, it's significantly smaller, obviously. Has a separate toilet. Another twin. And then the double in here. But again, with no cupboards above the bed here. So a lot less in terms of storage, which again, you know, would be fine for short-term living, but not ideal really for longer-term living. So yeah, I mean, it's a decent size, but it's really not going to work for what we need. You know, even trying to get a desk in here with these seats fixed in place, you know, we'd have to do some serious adjustments.
We'd have to do what we did with the last one, is take out the fixed furniture, find all the damp on the floor,
Yeah.
redo it, and
Exactly.
get a different sofa and get a desk in.
And as thanks to our wonderful anonymous donor, you know, they were very keen for us to look up our budget to get something that was more practical and more usable for what we needed.
Yeah.
I think, you know, we have to go with something like we found already.
Yes.
But yeah, it still all depends on what happens next week.
Yes.
Just out of curiosity, we're going to have a look at this, which is a lodge, which is 2 10-foot wide sections. So this one is a 20-foot wide lodge. So it gets split in two and transported in two parts. But, you know, I'm only showing you this because we're going to just be nosy, because this is substantially more than what we're looking at. But it's just quite interesting as we're here to take a look. Yeah, this does feel like a proper home. Yeah, all you're interested in is the TV.
No, I just wanted to make a point of that.
Yeah, there are some beautiful things that you can get these days, but you know, we've got a whole shippen that we need to renovate, and that's something that's going to stand for hundreds and hundreds of years, whereas lodges and statics, you know, they have a lifespan.
Even just the doors make it feel homeless. Doors.
Yes, but this isn't an option, darling.
This has a full-size dishwasher.
For all Bailey's baking, yeah. But no, it's nice to look at, as I say.
And oh my God, look. A walk-in wardrobe. Is this 3 double bedrooms? Yeah.
Oh my god, it is. I'm actually going to explode.
Yeah, I mean, wouldn't it be lovely if the national parks would allow us to have lodges, which they won't do. You know, this is where having the Frisian village,
Yes.
you know, having 6 or 8 lodges up tucked away above where the static is now, up behind the woods. Wouldn't it be lovely? Then we could extend the community further. Maybe one day. But there's lots of other priorities that we need to tackle first. So we've got Courtney here from Caravantastic, who Tamara has been liaising with over this one that we're looking to get, and she's just shown us into this other 3-bedroom one. So this is the sitting area. You know, it's a good size. It feels quite spacious in here. We've got the table and chairs, kitchen area. We're a little bit restricted on storage again. Oh, look at that happy little face. You know, again, the bedrooms are, you know, a decent size. They've got better storage than the last one that we went into. So, you know, a half height wardrobe, some cupboards. This one's got, again, a good full-size wardrobe, cupboards above the bed. Separate toilet to the shower room. Oh no, that's the boiler. Where was the shower room? In here. So no area for a washing machine. Okay, there's the double room, which again has a full-size wardrobe. You could actually get a small bookcase type shelving unit for food that would go in
You
between
could.
here. I'm almost just in denial because I'm absolutely convinced that that other one is the right one for us. And Courtney, as you were saying, who's the chap from your transport company?
Harry. Yeah,
Harry.
if Harry can't do it, no one can.
And he likes a challenge, I
He
believe.
does, yeah. He enjoys a good challenge and he will stop at nothing to get things in.
And also he'd love to be on video, I believe.
Yeah, he will like the cameras.
Yeah.
He will try and show off.
Well, we like that. So let's hope that when Harry comes up to Blackpool and comes and visits us next week, that we get some good news and that we can get that one. Because at the moment, as I say, I'm in denial and none of these other ones are doing it for me. Thank you very much, Courtney, for all your help.
No
And
worries at all.
you're going to have a chat to Harry on Monday, work out on movement orders to see whether we're going to need a police escort for when this does happen. The other good thing about coming down to Taunton is we get to meet up with this lovely lady, who some of you will already know is Jane Holden.
But you didn't bring Hannes with you.
I know. I was very, very worried yesterday that actually we weren't going to be able to come along because of Hannes. No, it can't.
And Jane smells as delicious as usual. Coco Chanel.
It's because
There are other brands available.
It's because she lives in a very clean environment.
Yes.
And we've just made her get in our very, very dirty car.
I was doing horses about half an hour ago. I literally changed. You put us to shame.
You do.
No.
Anyway, let's go and eat some nice food.
Wait, before we end the clip, I would just like to comment height differences.
You're standing forward of me, so you look taller.
No, you are taller than everybody
tall,
now.
isn't it?
Yeah. And your voice is definitely deeper than everybody else's as well.
I'm full.
It's 8 o'clock. In fact, 8 minutes past 8 on Sunday evening. And we've just arrived home.
We have.
Yeah. Tamara's done all the driving while I've been on my phone editing, doing messages. Bailey's been on his phone all the way, playing games. It's been a really good trip down.
Yeah.
As you've seen in this video, we've seen the Ideal Static. And then today, after catching up with Jane again in the morning, we headed over to meet the two horses that we fostered out last year, Harry and Pele, and that will be appearing in another video very shortly.
They were lovely, weren't they?
Yeah, they were in poor condition when they were first fostered, so it's taking time for them to put on weight, but they are in the absolute best home going. So yeah, more on that soon. So good night from all of us.
Good night.
And thank you for watching.
I wake up in the morning with a smile on my face, feeling thankful for the love and the happiness we chase. Sun is shining brightly, sky so blue and clear. With every breath I take, I'm grateful you are near. So grateful, yeah. Thank you for the laughter, thank you for the tears. Thank you for the moments that we hold dear. Thank you for the love, thank you for the light. I'm grateful every day. You make my world so bright, oh so bright. The world can be a crazy place.